Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Evilzombie here. So you're gonna join me in a quick meal prep. So I've already baked 5 pounds of chicken. I already have a little bit of rice that's already cooked, brown rice. You don't need that much for this meal prep. And some food scales, a bowl to weigh the food in. I have my boiled eggs, and right now I have 13 food containers ready. Oh, and a couple of big bags of mixed vegetables. So I'm just gonna show you a nice quick way to do some easy meal prep that won't cost too much or won't be really time consuming, because personally I hate cooking and a lot of guys do, so maybe this will make your day a little easier. Okay, so one thing I do recommend, of course, is a food scale. There's apparently something on the bottom of this one. I'm just going to wipe it off. There. Okay, so a food scale is a great thing to have. It's a great way to weigh how much chicken you have, because sometimes you're eating more than you know you're eating. I'm going to weigh it all by the gram. Cool. Actually, I'm going to change it over to ounces. Yeah. I'm going to go by ounces this time, because my fitness pals that I'm using and when I'm measuring chicken breast is always asking me about ounces, so it makes it easier. So I'm just going to start cutting it up while I talk. I cut this one in half. We cut it to check it. So to cook this chicken, I doused it in hot sauce, just regular red hot, and then mixed it all up with that. Then I took some garlic powder, sprinkled it on, mixed it up, and some cayenne pepper, and also, some cayenne pepper, and I put that on and mixed it up. Then did it all again after I turned it. And then baked it for an hour, 350 degrees. So I'm going to switch hands. I'm right-handed. So what I do, I'm also going to dump out some of this water because it does have some extra water left after cooking. There we go. So yeah, I already washed my hands, everything's clean. You should be able to just kind of cut right through that chicken. And I'm not going to cut it super small. Cut that in half. Cut that piece off. I'm going to try and go for like 1-inch pieces, There. Just chop. Whenever they're done, I just move them on over and then I just scoop them in. I'm going to scooch that back a little bit so I don't chop it. Cool. And I'm going to turn that off. There, I'm going to turn that off for now. We're going to turn this food scale on again in a minute. But right now we're just going to cut through. So, it's an easy way to cut it if you have a butcher knife. You have your hand up front and then you just press down. Just cuts through nice and easy. And I'm clumsy, so all of you are going to be better at this than me. I can almost guarantee that. Just scoop and swoop. Okay, I'll show you in the next part after I cut this chicken. Okay guys, so I've cut up all the chicken. When you cut up chicken breast, it ends up being pretty dry, so I have some Tabasco. I'm just going to sprinkle this on it. Adds a little more zing, makes it not quite as dry. Stir it, add a little more. The reason I use a lot of hot sauce is because you burn a little bit more fat when you are eating stuff that's spicy. And it's just very tasty. You can't go wrong with hot sauce. It's delicious. So, stir it up, sprinkle it on again. Has a wonderful zing. There, that's good. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. I just had to make the dogs stay quiet. So now I'm going to show you how to make one box so that you can see for yourself how to do it. I'm not going to show you my whole process because that will take quite a bit of time for you guys to watch. So first I'm going to turn that on, move that aside. Let that zero out. Also, I have a little bit of rice here. Show you what I do with this. Oh, here it is. Maybe a clean spoon for that. So with one box I'm going to show you. Move all this junk off to this side. Clean working space. So I'm only going to take 1 spoonful of rice and I'm going to pop it in. A tiny bit more. That's about all the rice I have in these. A lot of carbs are going to come from the vegetables. The rice is just great because it adds a good amount of texture. It's nice to mix it in with your chicken. It's delicious. So I normally just do 1 to 1.5 spoonfuls of that. And then now we weigh. Oh, the light went off. Okay. Now we add a nice spoonful or 2 of chicken. See how many grams that is. Or sorry, ounces. So that comes out to 2.96 ounces, so almost 3 ounces. So that's how much I have right there, and I'm just going to measure it accordingly for the rest of them. I'm going to try and get it around 3 ounces. And this is still reading a 0. Or I have a tiny sliver in there, so it's 0.04 ounces of meat left over in there. That doesn't matter really. There. All right, there we go, 0. Perfect. So you've seen how I do the chicken. I'm going to try and do 3 ounces of chicken in all of them throughout the board. I have my veggies now. So the veggies, oh there it is. No, I'm just going to use a regular cup. I like to do 1 cup of mixed vegetables in each meal. A little too much, but I can always pour some back in if I need to. And if you go overboard on vegetables, it's not too bad. We should be getting, with 1 cup of mixed veggies, you should be getting about 17 grams of carbohydrates. So, there we go. That's 1 completed meal. I think I was a little bit short on the veggies. Doesn't look quite right. There we go. That's 1 meal. So these should be, if I remember, about 200 something calories. I'll put it in the description below what the stats are on each of these meals. Because normally that amount of rice comes out to about 0.2 cups cooked if you're measuring it. And that's about 1 cup, that's 1 cup of vegetables and 3 ounces of chicken. So I'll post in the description below what the actual measurements are. But you just repeat that over and over again until you have them all filled up. And over here I also have an egg. This is also going to be part of each meal, but you don't want to, these are all boiled. You don't want to put it in here, even if it's broken, because weird things happen to eggs when you microwave them. So I just leave this in here in my fridge. I'm going to put it in the fridge, and then I'll just have an egg ready to pick up with me when I go do my meal. Put them in Ziploc if you're on the go. Don't microwave those because weird things happen. I tried it. It's odd. It's hard to make them right, and they don't taste right. Their texture is all weird. So just refrigerate those after you boil them, and you're good. So you have your meal. You take an egg with you with it, and then I'll give you the stats on how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbohydrates, and how many grams of fat you have, and the calories. So look in the description below because that's going to be there. So that's my quick, easy meal prep. It really doesn't take that long. I do suggest you guys also check out, make sure you get a food calculator, a food scale. This one was like $9, $10. It's pretty handy. That's a big size one. If you're on the go and you're trying to measure your peanut butter, because peanut butter is a literal black hole of calories, they make pocket size ones where you can measure the spoon or just a little block of cheese or things like that. So those are about the same price really, but that one's nice because you can bring it in a backpack. So that's my input. Thank you guys for watching. How do you guys prep your meals? Tell me about it in the comments below. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.